What's good, y'all? It's Ty here, back on another video on Skate 4, and today I'm going to be teaching y'all the basics on how to trick line like this. Alright, so before we get into all that, let's first just talk about what a trick line is. So a trick line consists of a revert, a flip, and a transfer. These are terms that Skate 3 trickliners use to just kind of dictate what a trick line was. In my personal opinion, I don't really think this matters too much. I think it all just kind of winds down to what you think looks cool. Which brings me to my first tip: learn all of your flip tricks and grab tricks. If you don't already know, you can go into the menu and open up the Skatepedia, and it will show you and teach you how to do every trick in the game. This includes all of your flip tricks and grab tricks. From here, you can just kind of figure out what suits your style. I recommend learning these 4 tricks first so that you're not just spamming kick flips throughout your lines. There are some exceptions, but for the most part, you're going to want to be landing all of these tricks in a manual. Which brings me to my next tip, which is auto reverting. If you don't know how to auto revert, there are plenty of tutorials on TikTok and YouTube, but essentially what it is it lets you land in a full 360 as well as in a manual in between every trick. Not a lot of people talk about this, but personally I always land in a fakie nose manual when I'm auto reverting. This is the way people did it in Skate 3, and personally I just think it's way cleaner. When it comes to trick lining, a lot of it is personal preference, and if you think something else looks better, then you should be doing that. Which brings me to my next tip, which is watching other trickliners in the community. If you like a trick that someone else is doing, don't be afraid to rewind a video and watch it back to figure out exactly what that person is doing so that you can practice that trick in your own lines. Everyone has their own style of trick lining, and if you can figure out what you think looks cool and learn how to do it, you can start to develop your own style of trick lining. Watching other trickliners is great, but it brings me to my next tip, which is just playing the game. As someone with over 200 hours in this game, I can confidently say that the best way to get better at trick lining is just practicing it. This might sound self-explanatory, but a lot of people that want to get better at trick lining simply just haven't put in the hours to be better yet. I've played this game for long enough to not only hit all the main spots that everyone's going for multiple times, but also create some of my own. For instance, I was the first person to my knowledge to hit the spot you're seeing now. Which brings me to my last tip, which is just being creative. You'll see a lot of people in this game going for the same spots over and over again, and in my opinion, it just gets very repetitive. Once you learn the basics, don't be afraid to go try to find new spots and try out some tricks that you haven't seen anyone do before. In all reality, you should just be hitting lines that you think is cool, and it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks about it. Some people in the community set certain standards to trick lines and calling them bad. In all reality, you'll never hear a good trick liner say that a trick line is bad. It's all just a matter of personal preference and what you think looks cool. Also, by no means am I the best trick liner on this game. I just wanted to put out some tips and tricks to help newer players get into trick lining. If you use these tips and keep practicing, I have no doubt that each and every one of you will get better at trick lining over time. And with all that being said, I think that's just about going to wrap up this video. Also, just wanted to say thank you for all the recent support on TikTok. We're just above 120 followers, and to me that's a lot, so I just wanted to say thank you. If this is your first time seeing me, make sure you hit the subscribe button and drop a comment letting me know what you want to see in the future. Also, make sure you go follow the TikTok if you haven't already. Like I said, we're just over 120 followers, which is a lot to me. I'll leave a link in the description, and I do post every day, so make sure you go follow the TikTok. But yeah, I think that just about wraps up this video. It's been Ty. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.